edition of Insight. I'm Natasha Chamaskar. Education holds the key to economic growth and social transformation. In the present era of globalization, education is viewed not only as an input to empowerment and social justice, but as being basic to the very survival of individuals and nations. In the past few years, we have seen a string of initiatives both in the primary and secondary education. Most importantly, the Right to Education Act enacted by Parliament. But what does it mean for the overall education system? In this edition of Insight, we are asking our panelists how urgent the demand for education reforms is and what constitutes a good school education for a child. What is the present state of school education in our country? What it takes to have uniformity in quality education? The importance of school education in our lives and what really constitutes a good school education for a child. Time to do a reality check. Joining me on the program today, very esteemed guest, Professor Kiran Devendra, former head of the Department of Elementary Education, NCERT. Thanks very much, Professor, for joining us in this program. Also, Assistant Editor, Economic Times, Urmi Goswami. Thanks very much, Urmi, for joining us in this program. President Savodi and educationist Lalita Nijhawan. Thanks very much, ma'am, for joining us in this program. Questions in rural areas where academic supervision is more or less absent. So is that also a bigger challenge? Lalita Nijhawan, your take as an educationist, what is the present state of school education in our country?
You know, according to me, let's not just see Delhi or near the states, I'm running schools in tribal areas. And over there, it's, the children want to learn. The best is they want to learn. The teachers aren't good. And it's so sad that, and I think even if you see the figures all around, 50% of our kids till class 3 can't even read the digits 1 to 100. This is all over. This is not me. This is the statistics. And I have seen the teachers, when they're teaching, they themselves don't know half the things. So I think, of course, we have children. We have such a large population of children who want to learn. It's the teachers. And that's where I think the teachers need to be trained. They're focusing, we can have even I feel that, structure can be made, but if the teachers aren't there, then you don't achieve anything at all, And, we're enrolling children because of the right to education, but what are we really, what are these children learning is a big challenge, I've seen, I was watching a TV program and it was during, last month only, and they asked the teacher in UP and all, I'm not getting into all that, they asked कि ये हमारे अध्यापक हैं, आप बताइए कि हमारे country का president कौन है. This is, the अध्यापक doesn't know. So how do we expect the children to know? How do they, even when you see their books when they're studying, I've seen it, that nobody corrects their Hindi or it's English. Whatever they're learning, I think we're lacking in the teachers, and that's where we need to work on. The government has to work. They have to be trained, not only in villages or in small states. Even here, when you see these teachers, they're not updated. Even the schools here in Delhi, forget about now. Okay, let's forget about the tribal areas. Let's forget about, you go to a school, even they have to be updated all the time. And with so much technology, I think these teachers